Hey, kindergarten, happy Thursday. Today we are going to read a story called The Tortoise and the Hare. And this is one of my favorite stories. It teaches a really great lesson. And this one is written by Allison Ritchie. So let's find out what happens to the tortoise, which is like a turtle that lives on the land, and the hare, which is another name for a rabbit. I like this book because it's got like a lot of peekaboo flaps. Do you see? And there's the tortoise sleeping in his shell. The Tortoise and the Hare. Once upon a time, there lived a brash and boastful hare. So brash and boastful means he wasn't very polite. He was very quick to speak, and he thought a lot of himself. He thought he was very amazing. And an old and humble tortoise. So humble means he was very gracious, and he was very old and wise. Early one morning, the hare announced, "I'm the fastest in the forest. I challenge anyone to beat me in a race." "I will race you," said Tortoise. "You!" exclaimed Hare. "Ridiculous! You are old and slow." "Remember, Hare," wise old said, "pride comes before a fall." Hare laughed, but he agreed to race Tortoise. So he's saying, if you're very prideful and boastful and you think you're wonderful, wait and see what happens. You might not be. Owl set the course. It was twisty and turny and very, very, very long. "Ready, set, go," he shouted. You see Owl down there? Hare bounded off. There he goes. He sped around a tree stump, hopped over a log, and leaped across a puddle. Here's a tortoise back here following him. Soon, Tortoise was just a speck in the distance. He was so far behind that Hare couldn't even see him. "Ha!" thought Hare. "That'll teach him to think he's as fast as me." And a bit hungry, he decided to stop and snack on some grass. He thought he was so fast, there's no way Tortoise could catch up, so he could just stop and take a little snack. Then Hare began to feel sleepy. "I'll just have a quick nap," he thought. "That Tortoise will never catch up." Zzz. As soon as he lay down, he fell into a deep sleep. Zzz. Meanwhile, Tortoise kept plodding on, and soon the end was in sight. This reads end over here. And look at Hare is still sleeping. As the sun began to set, Hare woke up startled. "The race!" he gasped. He ran as fast as he could to the finish line, but Tortoise was already there. Tortoise had won the race. "Slow and steady always wins," said wise Owl. Hare felt ashamed of being so brash and boastful, and from that day on, he never made fun of anybody again. The end. So I like this saying in the back that slow and steady wins the race. You don't have to be the fastest. You don't have to be the quickest to learn, but if you stick with it and you keep trying, you'll get there. All right, miss you so much, kindergarten. See you soon.